You look nervous. We better hurry and get you to sign. Or I'll pretend to ruin your credit with one phone call.
Predatory lenders are never this easy to spot. Call us and protect yourself with the facts.
Every day, online predators make their way into homes uninvited and unnoticed. Help delete online predators. To learn what you can do to protect your kids' online life, visit cybertipline.com.
And we're back, and we thank you for staying tuned. We're talking to Reverend Darrell Smith. And look, before we get back into that subject, is there anything that is happening in your community? I know you are always involved with your neighborhood watch community. I know that's something that's happening or has happened in your church community. Anything that's going on?
Well, I'd just like to mention that on my neighborhood association, we had we meet every third Tuesday, and so at our last meeting we had our new city council member Leslie Harris to come, and so it was.
So you got a chance to meet her?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We met her before
while she was running.
Right.
Now you get her to meet her as she's elected.
And you know, in fact, I had to call upon her for some help myself as a personal matter, but it was rectified because I went to City Hall. You know, I talked to someone.
So you got a chance to talk to her personally?
Well, no,
or one of her aides?
One of her aides
Yeah.
through email, but she was carbon copied on the email and everything. So I'm in the system, you know, whatever like that. But also our neighborhood. The police is actually for community partnership, well, community partners with the police and everything. It's a 24-month program. They meet quarterly, and they're asking for neighborhood leaders to be a part of it. I was asked to join, but I'm not necessarily going to join. You know, I have enough to do already.
Your hands are full?
Hands full in the sense.
But you still be in contact to find out.
Right. And so there are a lot of things that's going on. And, of course, we know the carnival season is up and coming, so you won't find me out there, but you know, we just pray that everything is safe and secure. Now, getting back and thinking about the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and how you know, things have changed and then things haven't changed. You know, I mean, like I said before, we've gotten to be what we've never been before. You know, the first this, first black that, first black this, whatever like that. But we still have a long way to go for certain things. And I guess the sky's the limit, you know? The sky, because I say this about God. When you put God in the box, that's as far as you can put God, you know? You think that God can only do that. No, take God out that box, you know? And because he don't belong in a box, you know? He is more than whatever you want to think. He's that and more. And so, because sometimes we have our limitations, but we limit out. We think what God can't do. God can do anything that's possible. You know, He is. Hey, with God, all things are possible. So we've got to take Him out the box and expand our mind, expand our thoughts. So it wouldn't be a surprise to say, oh, we've got a black woman to be a Supreme Court justice. Oh, we got this, we got that, you know, to do and everything. We had a black president. We might even get a black female president, you know? So it's like it shouldn't be anything surprising by that time and everything, you know? I think the world is ready. I'm not sure if the United States is ready, but the world is ready for seeing the diversity, you know? Seeing the diversity that needs to come. Because going down the line, the majority is going to become the minority. Because, you know, just because you think you're on top now, that doesn't mean you're going to be on top all the time.
But what change comes whether you accept it or not. You know, you keep living. Mm-hmm. That's something that's going to change in your life. You're going to get, if you keep living, you're going to get older.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you'll get wiser, but that's not a guarantee. The issue of the character of a person should be mentioned, that it's important that that person has integrity. Mm-hmm. Integrity. And when I say that not only is it true to God, but it also should be true to yourself.
Yeah.
As young kids, we were taught to do right over wrong. But you do know, as young kids, we had the options. Some people, I think you said it years ago, it says, sometimes people will do something and ask for forgiveness instead of doing it and knowing it's wrong. You want
Right.
that?
I remember somebody had took something from somebody. It was a cup, whatever like that, and I said, "What you doing?" He said, "Better ask. It's easy as ask for forgiveness and ask for permission."
Now that was their belief.
That was their belief.
But that's not what the Bible teaches.
No.
That you just said the word. They stole something instead of just asking the person for it or whatever the situation. I don't want to get into the situation.
Yeah.
I got an idea of what it was, and just asking. And the Bible says, "Ask, and you shall receive." Look, even if they didn't give it to you, you let it be known that you were interested in that. And they may have told you. They may have told you, well, look, this is the way you go through and getting it. Or, the old saying is, we're taught this way. People say, I like your tie.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, okay, thank you. I like it too. Well, won't you give me your tie? He said, and I know some people will give you their tie.
Right.
Well, I can tell you where they sell it.
Yeah.
And you can go buy your tie. You don't have to buy that exact tie, but you can buy something similar.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know people who say, I like that tie. Okay, thank you for mentioning that. You want to give it to me? No, I don't really want to give it to you. That's why I have this tie.
Yeah, no. Well, easier to ask forgiveness than it is ask for permission.
Who said?
No.
That's not. But that's
No,
not
I'm
the truth.
just saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's how people distort and misuse the bounds of integrity. Integrity means that you're doing the right thing all the time, and so you do know the proper procedure. You do know the way that you should, acquire something.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, look, I'll give you a cost. It costs X amount of dollars, and if you want, I'll pick it up for you. He said, and some people would say, yeah, wherever you get it from, if you don't want me to know where you shop at or whatever, just I'll give you the money. You can pick it up from me.
But you know what? Integrity goes a long way. But I'm sorry. I put it like this: we have to deal with two things. And I heard a preacher say this one time. He says, personality is a perfume. It smells nice and all that stuff. Personality is a perfume or the cologne. Character is how you really smell. So personality, everybody, oh, wow, it's the perfume. It's a sweet aroma of what you want to say. But character, that's the real you. That's how you really smell. And so a lot of people put on a personality. They put on a front, so to speak. But your character, I say it like this. I share this sometimes at church sometimes, that the hardest time to be a Christian is when you're by yourself.
That's why I keep telling you about the importance of integrity.
Yeah.
Integrity doesn't stop when you're in front of people.
Thank you.
It continues when you by yourself.
By yourself.
I like that analogy that you brought, and it is clear that the importance of character, God allows us to build our character. Our character is not always finished and complete. Even at a certain level of our maturity, we're still building character. In other words, sometimes we have to look deeper than ourselves. Dr. King gave us a great reflection of that in giving us examples. He used other religious leaders to see the examples that they used to promote nonviolence. And he used it as socially and economically saying, we're not going to fight you. We're going to use the Christian Judeo belief system and saying that because you profess to be a Christian, this is what you're supposed to be doing. It's in the text.
Mm-hmm.
It's scriptural. That the scripture says that we should love one another. The way we love one another, we communicate with one another. We find out some of the angst, the likes, the dislikes, and some of those things we may be able to solve. Some of those we just have to be realistic and say, well, maybe you have to go to another party, but those things that we can change, let us change them for the better of humanity. And look, the greatest thing you said about character. Character means that it's not always about us, but it's about all of us, inclusively, because far as we know, until we get to heaven, this is the only earth that we have to live on. I know people are taking flights into space and they're going up, but they still got to come down. And until they get to the part, and I'm not saying that they won't the bill, because they already have space stations in space, but they stay up for so many periods of time, months. They still have to come down. And I know people talking about colonizing the moon and other places, and doing that. If you take the wrong attitude, if you don't have character, all you're doing is messing up the space that you're going up to whether it's solitary or what.
That's true too. That's well, no, y'all stuck with me. I'm still here.
God bless you, still here. This new year. Anything you want to tell our audience for its encouragement? Because it's still a new year. I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions or anything of that sort. I'm talking about just good behavior patterns that we should execute.
Well, I said there's more for you in 22. That's the way I put it. There's more for you in 2022.
Okay, I like that. You said that last year, I think. Again, we want to thank God for Reverend Darrell Smith, and want to thank God for the work that he does in his community and even at his church. Again, we say to you, go to a church of your choice and worship the Lord. You'll always have opportunity to come out to True Love Missionary Baptist Church, 2710 Phillips Street. Worship time is at 8 a.m. in the morning. You'll have time to come on out and worship with us, where we can fellowship and enjoy the Lord. Again, a lot of activities. We'll be talking about some things because Mardi Gras is coming, and there's another date before Mardi Gras.
What's that?
Valentine's Day. See, I know. Valentine's Day.
Busted. Yeah.
Again, we just thank God for you. Keep praying for us and praying for the city, the state, and the nation. God bless you. Until next time is our prayer.